Hello everyone, welcome back to City Skylines. So the last episode we went in and actually what did we do in the last episode? I don't remember. Yeah, I do. We did buses. That's what we did in the last episode. I could not remember. It's been a couple days since I've done one. So yeah, buses were in the last episode, which seems to be working out pretty darn well. I'm actually really enjoying the way the colors look over here in the bus lanes. And then with all the foot traffic that's coming in over here too, it's actually working out really, really nicely. I'm really enjoying it. So what I want to do in this episode is a bay cleanup. So as you can see, this bay over here is really, really disgusting. And a lot of that is because, well, it's all because of pollution over here, you know, with this stuff. Yuck, nasty. And it was brought to my attention by Aristo that, well, yeah, kind of my fault when it came to the death wave, because as you can see, we have some dirty water happening over here, which is pretty gross. So, need to get that cleaned up. Yuck. Nobody wants to be drinking poopy water. I mean, seriously, who wants to be drinking poop water? Nobody. Especially not me. Not gonna happen. And I drink water from the tap. I do. I started drinking water with lemon in it, and then just switched over to regular water. And I drink it from the tap. I don't like bottled water because I think it's a waste of plastic. It's just the way I feel. Anyway, so what I want to do to get this cleaned up today is I want to go into our garbage area, and I want to go ahead and put down these floating garbage collectors. Now, the floating garbage collectors will lessen water pollution. Floating building must be placed on water. Okay. Sounds good. So as you can see, wowza. Holy crap. Literally. Holy crap. Literally, that's crap. It's disgusting. And the ferry boats are going right through it. Oh, it's so nasty. All right. So here's what I want to do. I just want to take a couple of these and let's put one there, and then a couple more around here. So looking at this, these kind of clean up by the way the currents move and everything, right? So if I'm looking at this and if I'm looking at water, honestly, there's no current. There is no current moving through here. Why? Well, part of that's because of, you know, me. I actually did not design this very well, in a sense. I mean, I designed it and everything, but the bottom of this land is flat land. It's completely flat. So unfortunately, there isn't going to be much of a current anywhere. So that's why this is kind of staying a little stagnant. So what I'm hoping, let's go ahead and fast forward this game a little bit here. Actually, what was that advisor help on? Nothing that I need to know. So we're really just going to have to kind of see what happens with this, and hopefully it gets fixed. Now, what I want to do, and I think I'm going to end up doing it right here. And actually, I am going to be doing it right here. So I had an idea. I had an idea to get this polluted water under control. So what I want to do is I want to... See, I really wish I could buy both of these squares, but I can only buy one of them. So I think for right now, I'm just going to buy that one. Yeah, for now, I'm going to buy that one. Because eventually, I want to buy this one too. And in order to buy that one, I think I need to be... Is it my next? Yeah, it's 50,000 people. Which, we're not even close to getting to there yet. We're just not. It's not going to happen. But what I want to do is I want to take this area... And, I mean, we already have the hill here and everything, right? But I want to basically take this. That's a little dramatic there. Brush size. It's a little much. It's a little intense there. Hang on. Let's kind of smooth this out a little. There we go. Is that going to be too low? Yeah, a little bit. think it'll be okay, though. Basically, what I want to do is I want to create basically a dump site for the water. You know, instead of it going out into the ocean and everything, I want to be able to put it in here. And then I want to be able to take those floating garbage collectors and then put it in here and have that be, you know, and have that get cleaned up that way. I think it'll be really interesting. I think that'll be a nice little interesting concept to do. So here's what I want to do right now. First things first, let's get this moved. And let's get this one moved. Pardon me. I'm not feeling well right now, so pardon me. Try and keep the coughing down to a minimum here. Alright, now let's get this hooked up. There we go. Okay. Now, hopefully that will help the pollution for the water. I'm really not entirely sure how well this is going to work here. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Alright. Let's go into noise pollution, trash. No, I want... That's what I want. Yeah, not really doing a whole lot right now. Oh god, it's even creeping into this one too. Really? Awful. Just awful. Alright, hopefully once I start dumping it into here, it'll do something a little bit better. Now, I do have this excess water thing, but my only fear with that is that it's going to flow into here and then overflow. But then again, if I'm constantly dumping sewage in there, this is going to overflow too. Huh, maybe this wasn't such a smart idea. We'll think about it. You know what? No. We're just going to do it. Let's move this. Ooh, slope too steep. Let's see. Shoreline recommended. Yeah, well. I'm going to put it right there. Now, the big question is that actually going to go in there, or is it going to go on the outside of it? And then what happens if I... Okay, so let's do that. Let's hook... Just trying to think really of a better way to do this, you know? Just an easier way, a better way of having our trash hooked up. If I take this to there, of course my incinerator is here, but it's not actually hooked up to the frickin' power network. Okay. So this is dumping water into here, which is fine. And it's going to fill up. Let's see how long it takes it to fill up with just this one. And then what I might end up having to do... Actually, let's do this with a couple of them. Which, of course, right now I'm just doing, you know, the two, or these. And these don't really produce a whole heck of a lot. Alright, let's get these moved over too. Now the crazy thing is that these are supposed to be the eco water outlets, but they're still producing pretty much the same amount of trash and the same amount of water pollution as the other ones were before. Which I don't understand. Don't understand how that works at all. You would think that with these being eco-friendly, that they would be better for the environment and not create as much nastiness. But unfortunately, they don't. Now, if this, honestly, if this doesn't work, then I'm just going to change it back to the way it was before. But probably move these just down here to this shoreline rather than it being over here where the actual water intake is. Because you can see I have, you know, people are getting sick again, people are dying again because of the water pollution that we have going on over here, which is not beneficial to us right now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to move all of these over here so that, I'll pause the game, so that this does not keep happening, because this is an issue that we have to get fixed. Alright, let's do that, and then this can connect over to here, and then I can take the power and connect it over there. Pardon me. Alright, unpause the game. Now, did this all get connected up? Yes, it did. Now, what I am really curious to see is... Okay, yes, this is going to fill up completely, and I have to have an outlet for it, right? But can I put these in here to help clean it up? Let's put like 6 of them in there. Now, obviously, since they're, you know, floating garbage things, that they will continue to rise as the water rises. Again, my only concern with this is how much is this actually going to be able to hold before it starts spilling over? And in the event that it does spill over, let's take a look at, not if, but when it does spill over. Let's do this. I think this is where I want to have the spillover, is right here. So I want to have this flatten out. So we'll do that. And then that should be the lowest point to this whole thing. That way we're guaranteed that it will go out over here. Alright, so we'll do that. And then I want to make sure that it's coming straight down this way. There we go. Alright, so that gives us our dumping ground. And then it gives a little bit of leeway to come down this way. Actually, I want to have that be a little bit more streamlined here. Just like that. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's probably going to look kind of nasty because it's going to be a poop waterfall. But I don't know. If these things can actually clean the water fairly well. Look at the pollution. So you can see that they are actually working. Not very quickly, but they are working. I don't know, I think it's going to take an army of these things in here to keep this thing clean. I mean, now here's the other thing though too. I believe that with the water, once it starts actually moving past them, it should help, hopefully. Can I put this like right there? Yeah. So I want to put these like right next to where it goes out. Dang it. I keep hitting my headset up against this microphone. Alright, now I want to make sure that this looks to be a little bit low. Not level. There we go. Ooh, that was wrong. That's a little intense here. Strength, let's bring it down. Size, bring it down. Okay. I mean, as long as it's above this mark, then we'll be fine. And it looks like it is. It'll be all right. Now this is going to be the moment of truth right here. Look at that. Look how fast this is filled up. It filled up very, very fast. And there it goes. It's actually overflowing now. Now, hopefully these should stay put. I've basically created a man-made waterfall with poop. With poop water. I mean, that's pretty much how I made it. But looking at this water, though, I mean, it doesn't really look all that polluted. It really doesn't. I mean, it does back here, but this doesn't this does not look that bad. That is an issue. So let's go into this. Need to raise that up just a tad. There we go. It's going over that way a little too far. Uh-oh. No. That needs to go that way. There we go. Okay. Oh, dang it. I keep doing that. I gotta stop it. Alright, so how much... Yeah, that's still not working like I want it to. There we go. And that's kind of not working like I want it to either. There we go. All right, now let's look at the pollution of this. And I mean, it is getting cleaned up as it's passing, you know, through the garbage collectors and everything. Let's move this one there. Hang on, I need to move that one. Can I move it? Nope, space already occupied. This isn't helping me. Pardon me. Dang it. It's not moving. It's not putting these where I want them to go. It really isn't. Alright, so since we can't move these, I went ahead and put a couple down here. Because looking at this, you can see that the the pollution that isn't really getting cleaned up through there is trickling on down this way. So I think having some of these out here is going to help too. Let's put, I don't know, let's put another one like right there, and maybe another one right there, and kind of like right there. I know I'm kind of overdoing it on this, but I want to make sure the water's clean. You know what I mean? I mean, there really is no overdoing it. There really isn't. I think this will work out perfectly fine. And this actually looks pretty darn good. I probably didn't have to make it as deep as I did, but it actually looks really, really nice. As a matter of fact, let me go... Let's delete these trees here, shall we? Not going to need these anymore. They're not going to grow back. Alright, so that's all gone. Okay. And then by adding these on here, look, it's really clean now. I mean, that's as clean as it's probably going to get, which I'm completely fine with. It actually looks really, really good. Now, this over here, unfortunately, nothing is going to happen with this unless it gets completely, like, dispersed. So I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. Haven't figured that out. I don't know. I'll think of something. Anyway, moving on. Actually, that looks really good. I really like the way that turned out. A man-made poo disposal area and cleanup. Sounds good to me. I mean, it's basically what this is it's kind of like a water treatment plant, but in a mountain instead of a facility. So, yeah, that works for me. Okay, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of that. I like it. So now, hopefully, this has helped our death wave and everything that's been going on. Looking at water availability, I actually need more. I need to have more of these. So let's go ahead and add 2, 3, let's just add 4 more onto there. Yeah, that's going to help out a lot. And then let's add a couple more of these. Just so I have enough availability of sewage as well as water. And that should connect up, and we're good. Awesome. So that should help take care of a lot of this stuff. Pardon me. Now, I do know one way to get rid of this. Probably to make a couple ripples. Let's see here. I don't want it to go up too high. So let's do this. What I'm thinking and hoping is that by putting some terrain down here, that will help disperse the water out a little bit. Kind of give it a different area to go to, because you can clearly see where the nastiness is and where the good water is. If anyone has any other suggestions or anything like that, I'm definitely open to it. Definitely curious to see what you guys think on how we can get rid of all of this water right here. And get rid of this nasty, dirty water. Because clearly, putting that in did not help at all. So I don't know. Actually, no, I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm not going to do anything else with that until I actually unlock the entire map. All right. You know, we've got a few minutes left, and with the last few minutes that we have, I thought I thought I connected this. Oh, maybe I don't actually need that. Okay. So anyway, like I was going to say, with the last few minutes that we have, let's go ahead and add some residents in here. We're at 36,000 people, and I really want to get up to that 50,000 mark so I can unlock another tile. So I want to put this all the way through, and I think I'm going to have this go that way, this come that way. Actually, this is going to work out perfectly. I don't want to have that go through, but I do want to do that. And then I can actually do a pathway that goes in that direction. Another path that goes in that direction. Because what I want to do with these paths is these are going to be high density residential, but I'm going to put a high-rise ban on these districts. So, such as Strawberry Park policy and city planning. Where is... Okay, so high-rise ban... Hang on, let me take a drink. So for a high-rise ban, the ban restricts buildings from being upgraded to the highest levels, prohibits construction of tall buildings, and restricts the buildings from reaching their highest level, which I'm completely fine with. And the reason why I'm fine with that is because I want to have that layering effect, you know. So I have the houses here, I want some bigger buildings coming up next, and then I want the biggest buildings all the way over here. So I'm not entirely sure how much that's going to affect everything over here, but we'll just have to take a look. So on Strawberry Park, dang it, I did it again. I'm probably going to have to move my microphone. Maybe. Not entirely sure yet. Anyway. City planning, high-rise ban on Pear Hills. Cherry Park as well, high-rise ban. Vermont Hills, high-rise ban. At Cherry Hills, high-rise ban. And that's actually going to be it. I think Vermont Hills and Cherry Park are going to be too far over. Yeah, those districts are too far over. These need to be their own. So let's get rid of that one and that one. And actually, I'm going to make this its own district. I was going to make it 2, but that's going to be way too small to have 2. So that'll be its own district there. Meadow Square. That works for me. And actually, Grand Central, I'm going to go ahead and expand out to here. Yep. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. All right, let's get rid of this. I just realized I went like silent for a second there. But that's just because I was getting really into this, you know? Really enjoying this right now. All right. That's enough of that. All right. So Strawberry Park and Pear Hills, I actually already have those pretty much laid out how I want them to be. So let's go ahead and get the zoning for this filled in. I don't want this to be right up against the highway, so I'm probably going to create... Actually, I am going to create some shops around here. with this zoning back here, I think I'll do something a little bit like this. Yeah, we'll do, that's nice. I actually like that. Yeah, we'll do that. And then I can put shops down throughout here, like so. Actually, I don't want that to be shops. Pardon me. Perfect. All right, now I can't do the IT cluster yet because I don't have a university, but that's what we're going to do in the next episode. Next episode, we will focus on University Square. This episode, we actually got a lot done. Definitely got this cleaned up over here. It does look as though that for the excess water is helping out a lot. Why don't I add a couple more of those on here? So freshwater outlet. I'm going to add, let's put a couple, let's see, 3, 4, 5. Let's add 5 of those onto there. I think that's going to help us a lot. I mean, it's a little noisy for this area right here, but, you know, I think that's going to help clean this area up. This is actually starting to recede, so you can see how far back this is going now. So that's nice. That's really good. So let's get that over here. I mean, it's going to take a little bit of time to get this cleaned up, but in the end, it'll be worth it. Now, this over here is actually doing very, very well. There's a little bit skating by over here on this side. I wonder if I can take care of that. What if I take this and if I go out like this, kind of into the trash thing? Let's see if that helps at all. That way it limits the water to going in that direction. It just goes in that direction. Okay. So we'll see if that helps. I mean, obviously we're not going to be able to catch everything that comes out of here, but I think, you know, with some strategic planning, you know, moving a little bit of these around maybe, I might be able to do something with it. This is disgusting, but, you know, it's industry. It's what happens. So the pollution really isn't too bad. Average drinking water pollution is 0%, which is what we want. Average ground pollution right now is 5%, which, I mean, it's a little high for me. It's a little high, but, you know, it is what it is. We're just going to have to deal with it. Looks like I might have some water issues over here because I have no pipes. Let's get that taken care of real fast. There we go. Yeah, so next episode, I definitely want to get into the university and get University Square taken care of. I'm not entirely sure how I want to do that just yet, but I do know that the university, I'm probably going to use Ham University. Just because, sorry, just because that one, I like the way that one looks the most. Then again, I don't know, I might use this one too. University Main Campus or Ham University. I'm not entirely sure which one I want to use. Then again, I could go find one. I could go into the assets and look for one as well. Oh, I don't know what I want to do yet. I don't know. But anyway, I am well over my time on this episode for sure. So thank you everyone for joining me today. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so and hit that little notification bell so you get notified when I upload a video. If you like this episode, give it a like. Other than that, that is all I pretty much have for today. Like I said, next episode we'll focus on University Square. and we'll go from there. I think we'll probably go ahead and get some more of this area filled in too. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do more of that. Oh, and one last thing. I've been thinking about another live episode. I want to say, if things work out the way they should, I want to do one on Saturday, January 13th. Not entirely sure of the time yet. We will have to wait and see on the time. But that is when I'm looking to do another live episode for City Skylines. So 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Anyway, that's all I have for everyone today. I hope you all had a Happy New Year, and I'll see you next time.